Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse Lockdown Lowdown series. Today I am speaking with Mark Arundell, who's CEO of Sky Metals. Sky Metals, they have a diverse portfolio down in New South Wales, made up of gold and tin projects. Mark, you'll probably fill me in if there's any more there besides that. And also there's been a bit of action that Mark will fill us in on in a minute. And Mark, you're a reasonable newcomer to the company. You kicked off in January this year. You joined as CEO. You joined at a busy time. There was quite a bit happening in the first quarter of this year. So can you just fill us in on what's been happening at the Cullerin Gold Project, the Doradilla Tin Project? And I'll stop talking. It's your turn.
It's fine. Thanks very much, Wally. So the main focus for Sky at the moment is the Cullerin Gold Project, located about 20 kilometres west of Goulburn, in the Central Highlands, I suppose, of New South Wales. It's still fairly early days with work that Sky is actually doing on the project. We started work there December last year, drilled 2 holes. Hole 2 came out pretty spectacular with an excellent intersection of high-grade gold mineralisation. And we currently are doing a follow-up program at the moment, which we've completed about 5 diamond holes out of a program of about 9 to 10 that we're planning. It's going really well. We've been able to work very effectively using local crews, local people in a COVID environment. It's one of, I suppose, what's become an amazing competitive advantage at the moment, working in New South Wales with locally based crews. And the rocks that we're seeing, we're basically pretty happy with at the moment. The visuals that we've got, it's looking pretty consistent with what we were seeing in some of the mineralised zones in hole 2 and hole 1. Wonderful looking alteration with some base metal and pyrite mineralisation, and so we're very encouraged so far. And the drilling's going to continue as we continue to unlock what we think or developing story on what controls high-grade gold mineralisation is. We started, I think it was pretty much early April, and we're just about, I reckon, to start seeing some results coming back from the lab in the next couple of weeks. The area we're drilling is at the southern zone, the southern end of what we call the Dune target area, which is about a 4K long quartzerosite pyrite alteration zone. And you can expect quite a fair bit of continued news flow from us in the next couple of months as we continue drilling another work on the project.
All right, so that's Cullerin. What's happening at Doradilla?
So at Doradilla, there was an RC program that was conducted late last year, and we've got some very interesting results. It's a really fascinating area, one I've known about for quite a long period of time, and it's great to be able to have the opportunity to work on it. It's basically skarn, but it appears to be much younger than a lot of the Lachlan style mineralisation. It's probably more akin to what I would call a New England fold belt or New England origin type mineralisation, and the rocks appear to be of the Permian era, which is quite young. We've intersected some significant primary tin and copper mineralisation there, and we've got a crew actually going out next week to gather some of the bags from the bag store out there, and we're going to do some petrology and metallurgical work, just basically to get some sort of idea of mineralogy initially of the copper mineralisation. I would quite like for Doradilla to become a copper project to add to its tin flavour, and that's probably going to be the focus on the Doradilla area.
All right, well, and all that action sort of going on at the moment, and all of a sudden, or not all of a sudden, the wrong phrase to use, but at the moment you're fairly well financed for that, because you've just completed a rather impressive $10 million raising. That's not a bad effort in such sort of a market that we're in, sentiment that we're in at the moment. So all those funds, they're sort of earmarked for all your exploration aspirations around the place?
Most definitely. So the funding has enabled us to step up a number of projects. Primarily, it was to fund the work that we're doing here at Collarin at the moment, but it's also given us the opportunity to. Sorry about that, Wally.
No, that's all right.
There's always one thing you can get.
I just turned mine off while you were talking. Yeah.
So I mean, we've got a couple of other gold targets as well. Kingiera, which is probably about 50 to 60 kilometres to the west of Collarin. We've also developed another project called Caledonian that we're keen to drill as well. And with the fundraising, that sort of gives us the flexibility to, as I like to put it, unravel the controls and the high grade at Collarin, so that we can actually then go to the next phase, which I would call a resource delineation or definition type program. So it's great to have seen that support so early coming in. I think that's just not a reflection just of the project, but also you've got to look at the composition of the board. Norm is the chairman. Remus has had quite a lot of experience in operating in New South Wales beforehand, and Rich Hill over in WA as well. I was looking at it the other day, and I think the combined experience between those three and myself is about 140 years. So I'd like to believe they're backing the players a little bit. You'd be struggling to find anything that's not grey hair in the management of the place.
Well, I've got nothing against grey hair, I can tell you. That's good. All right. Well, that sounds like you're obviously going to be very, very busy for the next quarter coming up. There's going to be a whacker news coming out by the sound of it. With the drill bits spinning around, there's going to be news aplenty. So we will look forward to reading all about that. We'll look forward to bringing it to our readers and viewers here at the Resources Roadhouse. But until that all happens, Mark Arundell, thank you very, very much for being part of the Resources Roadhouse.
Thanks for your time, Wally.
Cheers.